playing this in my life. I don't even know where it goes in the gun. I can't tell. What are these? Mine's You can tell how little I know about these things. Hi, I'm Miya, and I'm an off-duty guild receptionist, and you're very welcome to drop by the guild over on Twitch and also on my main YouTube channel. Today we are reacting to everything wrong with the guns in Fallout New Vegas. It's your boy, BrandyBoy. Yeah, bye. It's your boy, BrandyBoy. Alright, let's get into it. Good stuff, good stuff.
Fallout New Vegas has a very interesting selection of weapons. Some are pretty cool, while others are extremely cursed and deserve to be cast into the deepest, most fiery pits of hell. New Vegas did have the right idea when it came to the firearm designs, but there's still plenty of blatant errors and heinous design flaws that spoil your oh-so-precious immersion. So,
I have to preface with, like, I've never played Fallout New Vegas before. I don't know anything about guns. I've not seen a gun in my life, okay? So, like, I'm coming in I'm a blank slate. So out here we learn it. Okay, this is an educational video. All right, okay. I'm gonna be learning things today.
In this little mini-series, I'll be going over everything wrong with the guns in Fallout New Vegas and explain how they could have been better. I'll also be comparing them to their real-life counterparts and then give them a rating based on their aesthetics and overall design. Of course, this is just a video game, so it's not obligated to be super realistic. I just find it really funny to point out the sheer absurdity found in video games. Plus, you may learn some cool gun facts along the way.
I'm very much looking forward to that. Like, honestly, I think you mentioned something about, like, immersion before. Does it actually, I mean, I guess it makes sense that it would break immersion. Like, if the gun wasn't, like, you know what that gun looks like, and they say it's that gun and it doesn't look anything like that gun, I feel like, yeah, it makes sense it would break immersion. It just never really occurred to me. I don't think I've ever had, like, a similar equivalent experience, because I don't know much about cars either. But I guess if I really thought about it, right, if I really gave it some thought, like, if I knew what inline skates look like and they said it was an inline skate, they showed me like quad skates, or they showed me like something like some kind of shoe on like 3 wheels, I guess I would get pretty upset too. So, like, yeah, I'm starting to see it.
Anyway, let's get right into it. First, I should go over some general issues with the firearms as a whole. One of my biggest gripes is that there are no animations for partial reloads. Your character treats every reload as if the magazine is empty, so they always charge or cock the gun, even when it's completely unnecessary.
Why did the subtitles do that?
In reality, if you charged a gun after a partial reload, all you would do is end up ejecting an unspent round. Now that is just not very ammo efficient. Another major mechanic completely missing from the game is recoil. Seriously, just like birds.
Oh, that I know. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I wouldn't immediately pick up on it because, again, I don't have any experience with guns. I don't know anything about guns. But yeah, like, now that he mentions it, it's kind of weird that it doesn't move at all. There's like zero recoil. Like, you'd expect something of that much power to have a lot of force behind it, I guess. That does make a lot of sense.
Recoil is not real. It's no more than a mere illusion created by animations and camera shake. You can't really tell it's fake when using something like a bolt action. The animations and camera shake alone do a good job at fooling you, but when using something like a fully automatic assault rifle, it's extremely apparent that there's no actual recoil in this game.
That's true. No, you really have to focus on it, though. Like, you really gotta look at it. I don't know.
Damn, you can burn through a whole magazine and your crosshair just doesn't move. I suppose your character is just an absolute giga-chad with shoulders of steel. There's also no bullet drop in this game. Instead, the game uses hit scan detection.
Wait, is bullet drop like when you shoot at something and then it has like gravity comes into play and then your bullet shoots a thing that's slightly lower than what you were aiming for? Is that what it is? I've noticed that some games do that, so like I've tried to make up for that, like when I actually try and like shoot in games, but I don't really know, like, if it is. Maybe I am ready for a video like this. Thank you for the clarification. I appreciate it.
The gun doesn't actually shoot a projectile. As soon as you click on the target, it gets hit. No matter.
But this is exactly what I thought thought games were. This is what I thought, like, before I actually played my first FPS game. I thought, like, all, like, FPS games, like, oh, you aim at the thing, you shoot the thing. It shouldn't be that hard to aim, right? But when I actually played, like, like an actual, like, FPS game, it occurred to me that, oh, no, things are more complicated than, you know, like, it seems from, like, from the outside. But yeah, it's good to know now. It's good to be educated now.
Or how far away they are. And yes, that also means that bullets are not real. They can't hurt you. Trust me. There's also little details like casings being comically oversized, and fresh magazines not actually having any ammunition in them, which only further solidifies the fact that bullets don't actually exist in the Fallout universe. So
I feel like that's such a weird thing. I mean, okay, you can't really hold me accountable for knowing game stuff when I don't know game stuff. But also, like, I feel like they don't need it's okay. In my head, it's a 3D modeled gun. It doesn't have to be anatomically correct. And okay, hear me out. I'm not going where you think I'm going with this, okay? I just don't understand why they wouldn't also model the bullets. It's not like you have to leave the space in there to make sure the gun functions without quote unquote bullets. It's you don't need that space, so just model bullets into the magazine. Is that what it's called? Just model bullets into there. Why is it empty? Question mark. Why is the magazine empty? why couldn't they just have filled it in? Question mark. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, like why not just like add the bullet into the magazine model? It's not like it changes anything. You know what I mean? Like it's empty because when you do see the inside, it's usually when you're reloading. I feel like they could have capped that off, you know, because it's gonna be seen. I understand, like for like a lot of like animation stuff, like if the camera doesn't catch it, you don't have to care about it. Like if no one is ever gonna see this part of the model, you will never have to fix it. It's okay because no one's ever gonna see it. That's the whole point of like this. It's a good way to kind of like I guess reduce the use of resources. You know what I mean? That's fine. But we do see it, so like would it hurt to also add like the bullet? Is kind of like what's in my head at least. Question mark.
But when people die in this game, they're just merely pretending. There's probably more tiny details I could get into. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to the individual guns. Let's start with the first gun you get in the game, the 9mm pistol. It's a straight.
When I think of the word gun, this is the gun that comes to mind. This is the one that immediately pops in.
One recreation of the Browning high power, and my goodness, what a stylish handgun it is, especially the Miya variant. Whoa, baby, this gat has got style, but it is not perfect. The fire rate is much too slow. You should be able to shoot it as fast as you can pull the trigger, but it's artificially capped, and the same goes for many other semi-autos in the game. The biggest problem, though, is that when reloading, your character doesn't use the slide release to send the slide forward. Instead, they press down on the safety, which obviously wouldn't do anything besides make your gun not fire. Oops, wrong button, guess I'll die. Besides those minor issues.
This video is very comprehensive. I think like if there was any like if it's your boy Brandy came into this explaining things with like the mindset that it was going to be watched by people who knew guns, I would completely be so lost. I appreciate that he's dumbing it down for those of us who just don't get it. That's pretty cool. I don't even know what a safety does. I don't know what a safety does. All I know is that if it's called a safety, it's, I don't know, is it like a pin? Is it like the pins and like the fire extinguishers? No, that lets the fire extinguishers work. So does it do the complete opposite? Question mark? God damn. Safety switch on a gun prevents you from firing the gun while it's active. Oh, so it's like a lock. It's like when a spray bottle like has like that like switch on it, it locks. Okay, I think that starts to I think that's starting to click in my head. Thank you.
Issues though. The model of the 9mm itself is fantastic. I give this pistol 4 out of 5 bottle caps. Now,
hey, not bad.
Big brother, the M1911, or as it's called in game, the 45 auto pistol. As we all know, you can't go wrong with the good old 1911, and I'm glad to say this in-game model is absolutely flawless. It does
I'm sorry, I can't tell the difference between this one and the one before. Besides, like the little barrel thing on the top, is it a barrel? Is a different color. I think the more I look into this, the more I'm gonna understand. For now, it's gonna be so hard for me to tell the difference. It's okay. I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up.
use animations from the 9mm pistol though, so that means your character doesn't know how to reload it properly. But I suppose that's
Oh
okay,
no!
because the 1911 can always be used as a weapon, even when completely empty. Besides that,
The way he fell. Wait, can I know like how old is Fallout New Vegas? Like as a game, like what year did it come out? Question mark, question mark. This is something I actually have no idea about. So yeah, it'd be good to know. Be good to know. Kind of makes me wonder.
the fire rate on this one is even slower than the 9mm, which makes it feel very sluggish to use. But it does hit pretty hard. As the boomers always like to say, 9mm kills the body, but 45 kills the soul. And something else about two World
dude.
Wars. Anyway, I suppose it's a game balancing thing, but still, they should have just increased the fire rate on both of those guns. Overall though, the 45 pistol is pretty good, so it easily gets a score of 4 bottle caps.
I do have a question. I feel like if they're not gonna honor like the accuracy of the guns, I kind of like wonder why they would base their game models off real guns. I guess like besides like the novelty, like, oh whoa, like these are real guns. I feel like if they're gonna base it off an actual gun, I feel like it would make sense to use the gun as it should be used, the way it's used IRL. Then again, I'm also not a gamer, nor am I a game developer, and it's probably very difficult to actually implement something like that, but I do have questions. So I hope it's okay for me to get a little bit of clarification on that, if there is one. Technical limits at the time, that would make a lot of sense. That would make a whole lot of sense, because I feel like it would be really difficult. But I also just feel like if you're not able to, like, okay, this is just me. This is me thinking out loud, right? Like, if there are limits to the technology and you're aware that you won't be able to meet those expectations, why not just make whole new guns? And why not just name them a whole other thing? So like it doesn't, so there's no sense of like, oh, like it's not accurate because it's like a gun your game made, unless that in itself, which would also like cost a different set of money, you know, having to like design all these like guns and like make sure they're functional and shit like that. So I guess that would make sense. Yeah, honestly, like there really isn't like, yeah. I guess it actually also would be quite expensive to have someone redesign like guns and also like make them from scratch just for your game. Oh, dude, question mark. There's no new guns. There aren't? Question mark. Whole new guns are much harder than just using a reference. Wow, I'm learning things today. That's very interesting. God damn. Also, rush development. That also is very valid. I know that it actually takes a very, very long time. Like games take like years, almost decades to make, and it's still not enough time. Question mark, question mark. Damn. This is crazy. Question mark, question mark. It's good to know though. It's good to know that I actually didn't know that it'd be like very hard to make like new guns. It's good to know now. Thank you.
Next up is a unique 45 pistol called a Light Shining in Darkness, which is Joshua Graham's personal sidearm. I won't be delving into every single unique gun variant in the game, because most of the time they're just simple reskins, but in this case it is a completely new gun. Specifically, it's based on the Colt New Agent.
Wait, are those scales? Wait, oh wait, no, that actually looks so cool. That actually genuinely looks so cool. Is this a side-by-side between like an actual version of the gun and also the game model? Because that did not occur to me until now. I thought they were just both like guns that you could find in the game. Whoa. God damn. Wait, I'm literally playing Spot the Difference right now. Right is fake, left is real. Oh, okay, that is interesting. Yeah, I'm literally playing Spot the Difference right now. Okay. Question mark, question mark. Do all of the guns that are of that name, are they exact? Do they look exactly like the left version of the gun? Like you know, like the slanted lines on like the body of the gun. I think it's the body, question mark, or the barrel. I'm not sure. But like the slanted lines above the handle. Do all of the guns that are named this gun have the exact same slanted lines, or does it not matter? Question mark. The slide. I'm gonna keep that in mind. The lines on the slide. Does it like? Assuming you get them from the factory, yes. Oh, okay. So the name of the gun itself specifically refers to a gun that looks like that and functions like that. And not like it's like a model, and it's not like a type of gun that functions a specific way and also happens to look a specific way. But as long as it has all of its little elements, kind of like on the right, it falls into that category. It doesn't really work like that, huh? Question mark. The internals are the same. The outside is mostly cosmetic. Okay, understood. So like if it's like a cosmetic thing, it's like it's okay if it gets changed. All right, those grooves are where you grab it. It's easy to grip with your fingers. I see. Question mark. Oh. I'm really learning things today.
It's a compact version of the 1911, one meant for concealed carry and close quarters engagements. As such, it's got a shorter barrel, a smaller magazine, and instead of traditional iron sights, it has gutter sights. The in-game model is basically perfect and quite stylish. The only thing wrong with this gun is that it reuses animations from the 9mm.
Question: what makes a gun stylish, and what makes a gun not stylish?
So, once again, wrong button. Oops. But unlike its relatives, this one actually has an appropriately fast fire rate, which makes it much more satisfying and responsive. This unique 45 pistol is very close to perfection. All it needs is a new set of animations. I deem it worthy of 4.5 bottle caps.
That's very high. That's actually very high. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Question mark. Preference? Question mark. It looks swag. Personal preference. I see. Question mark. I wonder. I feel like if I really get more into this, I probably would build like a preference for like what I like. But wow, it's so like question mark. Fact, when it's a 1911 derivative, question mark, 1911 derivative, most people can agree that the M1911 is a sexy gun. I assume that's this one. I can't remember the names. I'm having a lot of trouble. But this is still very interesting to watch. Yes.
That rating isn't a coincidence, I swear. If I rated it any lower, then Joshua Graham would blow out my kneecaps with the almighty 45 ACP. Let's continue with the wild card, the 12.7mm SMG. I don't even know where to start on this thing. It's an absolute abomination. It looks as if someone dropped a P90 and a Vector in a vat of FEV, and then...
I think I'm starting to build a preference. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the curviness of the gun on the right. No, the gun on the left. Personally, I'm not a huge fan. I might be starting to build a preference. Yeah. You can shit like this. Guys are so passionate about this. It's actually highly funny. Okay. Let's see. I want to get it.
This thing came crawling out screaming. It's even green too. It's literally a mutant gun. I can't even comprehend what the internals on this gun look like. Probably like jumbled spaghetti. Even if we assume it could function, it's still an absolutely horrible design. Like, what's even the point of having this part which looks like a magwell, if that's not where the magazine is housed? The magazine is actually on top of the gun, which is very similar to the P90. There's nothing wrong with that, but what's extremely odd is that the rear sight is on the magazine itself. Who puts iron sights on a magazine? Like, what if you wanted to mount an optic on this thing? Would you have to get like 10 different red dot sights and then mount all of them onto all your different magazines?
It's funny because like if you were to ask me like who do something like this, and then like I have to sit there not knowing anything, going like, well, if you put me in charge, I probably would do it. Oh my goodness.
Also, the frame around this gun doesn't do anything besides add unnecessary weight. All around, it's a disaster. But this SMG was doomed from the very start because the fundamental concept is inherently flawed. It's a compact submachine gun with no stock that's chambered in a 50 caliber cartridge. The recoil on this thing would be ridiculous. This SMG is extremely impractical and serves no purpose whatsoever. It should disassemble
What is that? Wait, what is that? What are these?
Impractical and serves...
I can't tell what these are. I've never seen this in my life. I don't even know where it goes in the gun. I can't tell. What are these? Mine's... Oh! You can tell how little I know about these things. Okay, thank you for clearing that
no
up.
purpose whatsoever. It should disassemble itself. Now, 0 out of 5
Oh,
bottle caps for this
guy.
one. It's so
That's the lowest rating so far.
and unimmersive that I never use it. And I don't know why the developers decided to go with this goofy P90 knockoff when the real P90 itself was already present in previous games. In the same vein is the 12.7mm pistol. It's got an alien look to it too, and it doesn't resemble any gun from real life. The only gun you can possibly compare it to is the Desert Eagle, seeing as they're both 50 caliber pistols with 7-round magazines. But that is where the similarities end. If anything, the 12.7mm pistol looks most like a Nerf gun, especially with that goofy charging handle. Like that's literally.
You know what? Yeah, I see it. Nerf gun. Yeah, no, I definitely see that. I am familiar. I am intimately familiar with Nerf guns. I lied. I don't actually know that much about Nerf guns. I know more about Nerf guns than I do about actual guns. I've actually held a Nerf gun, for example.
Literally something you would see on a Nerf blaster. What's really stupid though is that your character never operates the charging handle. This gun reuses animations from the 9mm.
It's a
so
charging
your character
handle.
presses down on a non-existent slide release. Or, excuse me, I mean safety. All around, it's an odd pistol, especially since it doesn't have a moving slide. Rather, it has that reciprocating bolt and charging handle, and the ejection port is right next to the grip instead of where the slide would be. Just like the 12.7 SMG, this gun is
What is that? Jeez, it's huge!
so ugly that I never use it. But I suppose it seems more functional than its SMG counterpart. Probably.
I do agree. I don't like how it looks either. If there's anything I can say about it, I don't like how it looks either.
I actually don't know if this design would work in real life, but I'll give it 1 bottle cap because I don't hate it quite as much as the SMG. And besides, if the devs really wanted a 50 caliber pistol, then they should have just went with the iconic Desert Eagle, especially since it was already present in previous games. Let's get back to reality for a bit with the 9mm SMG. It's based on the M3 grease gun, and the gun itself is a very solid representation. There's not much wrong with it, but it does have
Oh, I just realized. What the heck? Dude, okay. I saw like the head of like the guy, the Fallout guy, and I realized, oh no, I have seen this game before. Oh, I know what this game is. Why did it not occur to me that Fallout was literally Fallout? Okay.
several differences from the real-life M3. The OG grease gun is chambered in 45 ACP, but in New Vegas, it's using 9mm. That's not necessarily an issue, though, because some grease guns in real life have been converted to 9mm. The barrel on this one is noticeably chopped down, too, and the fire rate is much faster than the real grease gun. You could say that this is a unique variant of the M3, or maybe everyone in the wasteland just likes to modify it. But at the same time, I do think it would make more sense if these unique modifications only apply to the Vicky and Vance variant, while the standard version should remain true to the real grease gun. Either way, I can't say it's a huge deal. The only real issue are the animations. For some reason, your character holds it one-handed like a pistol. Even when aiming, they put their offhand on the pistol grip, which is
I don't know how this gun is supposed to be held, but it looked a little bit
definitely
goofy.
not how you hold this gun. You should be placing your offhand on the magwell. Also, the bolt isn't properly animated.
I was wondering. I feel like, okay, again, I don't know anything about guns. I'm sorry. I have to keep saying that because I feel really insecure. Okay, I'll be 100% with you guys. Okay, but I feel like if there's something protruding from the gun that looks like that, I assume that's the magwell that he mentioned, right? If it's protruding like that, it makes sense in my head to put your hand on it. Like, just design-wise, it makes sense for you to hold it, right?
It never moves when firing, but at least it is depicted as an open bolt firearm. The only other thing to note is that the stock clips into your forearm. Some may call it a bug,
Oh, that's not
but if you
good.
ask me,
That
it's
was
probably
painful.
a cybernetic enhancement. Like the grease gun is fused into your arm on purpose, for controlling the recoil, of course. Now,
That's creative. That's a very creative way to look at it. It's not painful. No, it's a cybernetic enhancement. In Rush Development, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. Oh my god. Holy crap. I kind of wonder. I do kind of wonder like how rushed it actually was. Cause like Rush is rushed. Like of course. And like things like this, they do happen. Can't really blame anyone in this case. It's just, you know, timelines, deadlines. But Damn. Like, actually looking at it's kind of funny.
That is some deep lore, and I would personally love to have
Oh, I
it
hate that.
permanently fused into my forearm.
I don't like
so
this
in the
guy.
End, I give the 9mm SMG 3.5 out of 5 bottle caps.
Not bad.
Let's
That's
take a
still
look
not
at
bad.
another certified American classic, the M1A1 Thompson, or as it's called in game, the 45 SMG. It's a near one-to-one recreation of the M1A1 Thompson, and the gun itself looks absolutely beautiful. But there are some glaring issues. For some reason, the rear sights are flipped down and you can't use them, so you're stuck only aiming with the front sight. It really makes you think why they bothered modeling the rear sights, just to make them unusable. Also, this gun reuses animations from the riot shotgun, and there's not anything necessarily wrong with that, but the animations weren't adjusted for this gun, so your character's hand clips right through the handguard and barrel, which is not very immersive. It's also depicted as a closed-bolt gun, but
I love how the whole point of this is literally like immersion, which would make sense. It literally makes sense. That's the whole point of like even making this video. The fact that like immersion is broken. God damn.
in reality, the Thompson is open bolt. But worst of all, you can equip it with drum magazines. You see, the M1A1 Thompson doesn't accept drums. That's exclusive to the M1921 and 28 models. But in all seriousness, I suppose it is possible for a gunsmith to make that modification, so I'm not really too torn up about it. I'm more worried about the lack of quality control. The 45 SMG could have been perfect, but ultimately it lacks polish. Overall though, it's not too bad, and it does look really good in third person, so I'll give it 3 bottle caps. I really don't see why the Thompson...
Question mark. I don't know. I thought it'd be higher. But I don't really have a good point of like reference, so like I don't know. Okay, we'll see.
lacking such polish though, because its laser counterpart, the laser RCW, is basically flawless. It's a futuristic laser weapon which uses the Thompson as
Wait. I don't know how real guns work, but that looks hella cool. I like that.
a base. And oh my goodness, this gun is mad drippy. It's definitely
Drippy?
one of the most aesthetic guns in the entire
Damn, I feel so validated. This one burns my eyes. That might be why I like it.
game. And unlike the 45 SMG, this one doesn't have any clipping issues, and the iron sights are actually usable. Now, since this is a laser weapon, I can't really speak on how this gun would work. All I know is that laser gun go pew pew pew, and it's very cool. I do think it's unnecessary to have the entire drum mag fused into the weapon when you're only reloading the fusion cell. It just adds on more weight and has no function. It's also a little disappointing that you can't equip any sights on it, even though it has a Picatinny rail system. Like, what's even the point of having the rails on it then? What a tease. But you know what?
What a tease. It's such a wild thing to say about a gun.
This gun oozes so much style that I'll give it a perfect rating of 5 bottle caps.
That's hella high. That's literally like full marks.
The only thing that could possibly be wrong with it is that it's depicted as having recoil. But I'll let you guys debate about whether or not laser guns should have recoil in the comments down below.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Like laser guns are lasers, right? So like would they have recoil? Question mark?
Well, would you look at that? The next gun is also a Thompson. I mean, excuse me, it's called the American 180. Or you can just call it the 22 SMG. It does indeed look a lot like a Thompson, but it's just chambered in 22, and it has a big fat drum magazine on top. The gun itself is a pretty good representation of the 180, but there are some differences. The most obvious part is that this one doesn't have a stock, but there's no problem with that, seeing as it's a 22. In this case, the lack of recoil in New Vegas actually makes this gun behave very realistically. However,
that's cool. I don't know. I don't know if I've been catching like all of the like this is realistic all the other previous times, but this feels like the first time I'm hearing bro say, yeah, this is fairly realistic.
The first person animations still show the gun recoiling, but that's because this recoil animation is copy-pasted on every automatic firearm. Besides that, it's also got an integral suppressor instead of the default barrel, so that leads me to believe this is either a unique variant or a Bubba 180. Now for some real mistakes. It spits out 5.56 casings instead of 22. probably because the developers never got around to making a 22 casing. The magazine capacity on this thing is also completely wrong. In-game, it holds 180 rounds, but this magazine only holds 165. Turns out it's not called the 180 because it holds 180 rounds. It's false advertisement, I know. The gun does.
Is there a reason it's called the 180 if it doesn't hold like 180 things? Those things? I forgot the word. I brain farted. Why would it still be called the 180? Is it literally just because like it's based off like the original
Doesn't
gun?
have a safety or a fire selector either, so you may accidentally mow down everyone in the casino if you're not careful. Don't worry, I've already contacted my lawyers and I will be suing. Really, the most disappointing part about this gun is that the fire rate is laughably slow in comparison to the real American 180. In-game, it shoots at about 600 rounds per minute, which is half of its real-life fire rate.
I love how like bro's literally going like, yeah, this gun's like really slow, and also just like all of these like negative things about the guns, and then you literally see footage of him like mowing everyone else down with like said gun. Oh my god, it's actually really funny.
Now just imagine how much more fun this gun would be if it had a realistic fire rate. It would be like spitting out a swarm of angry baby cazadors. Overall, the 22 SMG is pretty decent, but of course, it could have been better, especially with a higher fire rate. I give the 22 SMG 3.5 out of 5 bottle caps. Let's continue with the 22 pistol, which is based on the Ruger 2245.
Whoa, that's a long gun. That's very long.
Specifically, the Mark II.
It didn't even fit like side by side, bro. Needed to put it like top and bottom.
With an integral suppressor. Overall, it's a very good representation, but for some reason, it has magical powers because this thing doesn't eject any casings. Seriously, no casings. Either that or it identifies as a revolver. You can also manage to shove 16 rounds into the magazine, but in reality, it can only hold 10, maybe 11 if you push really, really hard. That's about it though. Everything else is pretty good. I mean, come on, it'd be hard to mess it up that bad. It's just a tube with a pistol grip. It's very basic and not that powerful, but it can be very fun. I think it's really funny to assassinate people with it in the middle of a casino, and they just have no clue what happened to them because it's so quiet. Seeing as it's in New Vegas, the bystanders probably assume that they just simply died from a drug overdose. Very realistic if you ask me. I give the 22 pistol 3.5 out of 5 bottle caps. Another interesting fantasy design.
Damn. I have a question. Sorry, I'm raising my hand. I have a question. Is Fallout New Vegas a single player game, or is it like is it like made to be a single player game, but you can also co-op, or do you like shoot and do you like fire against like other people? It's single player. Okay, because I was like wondering like, oh, like they wouldn't know, and I was like, what, like the NPCs, the other players wouldn't know? Would they not know? Question mark. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, I would not have known this. Thank you so much for letting me know. Good stuff, good
It's
stuff.
the 5.56 pistol. It's based on the 2019 blaster from Blade Runner. I do think the gun itself looks pretty neat, but it just doesn't really make any sense. The prop itself used in the movie was actually a 44 Bulldog revolver with a bunch of extra junk added on top of it to make it look like a semi-auto pistol.
Why is he running like that? Oh, don't shoot him. He's on 2 legs. Let him show up. It's okay. I don't know what that is.
In New Vegas, though, it stays more true to its revolver form, so it does have a cylinder that swings out. Since it's all futuristic and such, it automatically
that is
flips out
cool.
and ejects the casings by itself. Seems legit. But the main issue with this one is that it's chambered in 5.56, which is not meant to be used in revolvers. Why? Because science. Revolver cartridges are cylindrical because of how gas pressure and expansion works in a revolver. A bottlenecked rifle cartridge like 5.56 would have a bunch of empty space between the round and the chamber, so it's very likely to expand and jam up the chamber. If the round is cylindrical, it'll fit nice and snug in the chamber, so it won't expand after shooting. I hope that explanation makes sense. Maybe someone in the comments can explain it better than me.
I unfortunately did not fully understand that, but it's okay. I think it's okay. I'll check the comments later. I also didn't understand. Bullet too big. Ooh, okay. All I know is that okay, I have like okay, my basic understanding is that it leaves space in the barrel. Cuz like the reasons. And then it's better if it fits snugly is my understanding. But also like what happens if it's not snug? Bullet to triangle for revolver. Oh my god, I can literally feel like the unga bunga in my brain going like, oh, that makes sense. God damn. The 5.56 has a short neck, so the burnt powder builds up and jams gun. So it just jams the gun, it doesn't like explode or anything like that, does it? I wouldn't know. It might go boom, like it actually might go boom? Question mark? Oh man, if it's not snug in the end of the casing, I'll blow open and maybe get stuck. Oh, that's scary. It depends how it's not snug. If the round isn't in enough, then the gun explodes. Ah, okay, so it does go like boom. God damn, want to go to the gun range? Oh, I'm good, thanks. I can't trust myself with a gun. I cannot trust myself with a firearm.
Bottom line is that there's a good reason why revolvers don't use bottlenecked rifle cartridges in real life. It just doesn't work out too good. The design of the 5.56 pistol isn't bad necessarily.
Oh god, it's so fast!
But I think it would have been much more fitting for it to be a laser weapon rather than a conventional firearm. I give the 5.56 pistol 2.23 out of 5 bottle caps. Now for a proper revolver, we have the police pistol, which is based on the Colt News Service. The model itself is fine, but as usual, the animations have some issues. During the reload, your character doesn't operate the ejector rod. The rounds just fall out by themselves. This is an animation reused from Fallout 3 though, so I can't pin the blame on this gun alone. The only thing specifically wrong with this revolver is that your character always operates it in single action, despite it being a double action revolver. There's nothing wrong with that. There's advantages in doing so, but you should have the ability to fire it in double action. That's about it really. Overall, the police pistol is pretty solid, and it looks very suave. I say it's
Do you always have to pull the thing? Oh yeah, it would make sense. You always have to pull the thing down. Question mark. I never thought of that. I always just thought put finger on trigger and pull. I didn't know that there was so much to this. Interesting, very interesting. Double action means it does it itself. Question mark. You don't have to pull the hammer back. That's his point. Oh. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
It's worthy of 4 bottle caps. At this point, some of y'all may be wondering where guns like the 10mm pistol or the 44 Magnum are. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about them, but seeing as they are reused assets from Fallout 3, I'll save all of those guns for a Fallout 3 video specifically. No need to cover them twice. So, if there's any lobotomites in the comment section asking about it, please reply to them with a timestamp of this point in the video. Anyway, let's get back to the guns.
That's some crazy instruction.
For a true single-action revolver, we have the Colt Single-Action Army, also known as the Peacemaker, also known as the Big Iron, or as it's simply called in-game, the 357 Magnum. The model itself is basically perfect, and the unique variant called Lucky is very sexy.
Whoa! Oh no, sexy is real. That actually looked really nice.
This gun are the animations. The reload in particular is completely wrong. First, your character doesn't set the hammer to half cock, which is required to make the cylinder rotate freely. Then it showcases the player rotating the cylinder counterclockwise, when in reality, this revolver only turns clockwise. If you tried doing it the other way, it just wouldn't budge. And if it did, then congratulations, you just broke the revolver. Your character is also insanely quick with the reload. My boy seriously looks like he just chugged a whole damn speed cola. Perhaps a master gunslinger could fiddle with it that quickly, but surely not a beginner. Since this revolver has a gun skill requirement of 0, the speedy reload doesn't really make sense. But from a gameplay perspective, I can see why the developers simplified the reload. Otherwise, you'd be shot dead trying to reload this damn thing. So overall, the 357 is pretty good, but it would have been perfect if they made the reload more accurate while still being convenient. 4 out of 5 bottle caps for this one. Now, let's move on to the even bigger iron, nay, the massive steel.
Whoa!
The gargantuan titanium, I like to call it. Or,
that doesn't look like something you can hold with one hand. That looks really heavy. Oh my god, I feel like if I were to hold something like this, I think like I would actually like tip forward.
as it's called in game, the hunting revolver. This oversized alloy is based on the Magnum BFR, chambered in 4570. At first glance, it looks like a faithful recreation, but there is one massive difference between the real-life gun and its in-game counterpart. The real-life BFR is basically just an embiggened version of the Colt single-action, so it's a single-action revolver. The hunting revolver in New Vegas, though, is a double-action revolver with a swing.
Leave him alone! He's just a bug! He's just a bug! No, I think he died. Oh, but then the scorpion was also just a bug. No, you know what? I have double standards. It's okay. Do what you gotta do.
It's technically wrong, but it's not necessarily a bad design. You could consider it an upgrade due to its higher rate of fire and faster reload, and you could always opt to fire it in single action anyway, but there's no choice to do that in-game, so good luck trying to shoot a double-action 4570 with one hand. You'd have to be a gunslinging master to do that without looking like an idiot. But in this case, the developers did take that into consideration though, so you need 75 in the gun skill to use it properly. The only thing truly wrong with this revolver is that it reuses the typical revolver animation, so your character doesn't use the ejector rod when reloading. The scope mount is also different. In real life, it uses a modern rail mounting system for optics, but in-game, it's bolted directly onto the frame. Other than that, it's solid, and I won't knock off points simply because it's different from its real-life counterpart. Perhaps this is a post-war NCR reproduction, seeing as they give the custom-made Ranger Sequoia to their veteran Rangers.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And my goodness, this gun is mad sexy. The engravings may provide no tactical advantage whatsoever, but it does provide you with style points and the ability to flex on your enemies.
I think what's really getting me is the engravings. I think I just really like the engravings. Oh my goodness. Oh, stretch.
It's easily the most badass handgun in the entire game. I give the hunting revolver 4.5 out of 5 bottle caps. All it needs is a new reload animation to make it perfect. So as a whole, the pistols and SMGs in New Vegas are pretty good, with only a couple of big stinkers. But you may also be wondering, how well do the rifles and shotguns hold up? Well, I guess you'll just have to find out on the next episode of Everything Wrong with the Guns in Fallout New Vegas. No, but seriously, I tried making this into a single video, but it would easily be over a whole hour long. And my brain simply can't handle that much firearms cringe all at once. I'm actually in the hospital right now because I had a brain aneurysm due to the excessive amount of immersion-breaking errors. So please allow me a few more days to recover and to make part 2. Subscribe to my OnlyFans for early access. Fallout New Vegas is a very interesting.
It restarted. I think it restarted. My pausing power was too strong. It just restarted. Oh god damn. But yeah, that was definitely an interesting watch.